Alright guys, we're back with Dragon Ball Super Manga Chapter 82. Very interesting developments here as Goku remembers his father and mother. He's been leading up these chapters saying, I don't remember anything about my dad, but Minato held on to Bardock's scouter, and when he played the recording of Bardock fighting against Gas, it signaled to Goku, it triggered something in his head, and he was able to remember his parents, Bardock and Gine. And we didn't find out how Bardock won the fight. We're gonna find out in the next chapter. Whatever Bardock did to beat Gas, which had to be something crazy because Gas took a massive hit from Bardock and it did 0 damage to him. So I'm not really sure what Bardock's gonna be able to do. Maybe go Super Saiyan, maybe he has some form of his own, maybe he tricks Gas somehow, I'm not really sure, but we're gonna figure it out in the next chapter. This chapter in particular was mainly just Goku running away. We didn't unfortunately get Broly, which we were so excited about, and I think it would have been great to finally bring Broly back into the limelight here. I think it's a missed opportunity. Instead, Goku was teleporting all around the universe. He's teleporting to the Galactic Patrol. Gas is following him the entire time. He eventually teleports to a planet where Whis is on, and I thought that Whis was gonna fight Gas for a moment, but unfortunately, no, as well. Again, I think there's missed opportunities here, but we'll see what happens in the next chapter because I think there's gonna be some pretty interesting developments. Gas is hurtling back to Goku and company on planet Cereal at tremendous speed, insane speeds, because I guess his teleportation isn't as good as Goku's. He can't find his way back to planet Cereal like Goku did, and they only have about 20 minutes. So they're gonna listen to this recording, they're gonna piece together the fight between Bardock and Gas and find out the way that Genius Bardock won. So we're gonna talk about that in just a minute right after this. If you're a fan of anime, you're gonna love today's sponsor, Boxu. It's a premium Japanese snack box sent right to your door every month, including a variety of delicious treats, desserts, snacks, and more. In fact, in this one box they gave me, there's over 20 snacks. So it's definitely for those who are hungry. One of the main things I love about Boxu is that they partner with a 100-year-old family snack maker to deliver you exclusive Japanese snacks. I've never been to Japan, but it's awesome that I actually get to taste some of the snacks from the country. They also have a different theme every season, so you'll never get bored with trying a variety of delicious Japanese snacks. And one of the best things about Boxu is it's great for sharing with friends. We had a little get together, we opened up the new Sakura season box, and everybody absolutely loved it. Click the link in the description and use my code MASTAR10 to get 10% off your own authentic Japanese snack subscription from Boxu. Now in this combat between Goku and Gas, as Gas is just chasing Goku down, Goku just keeps teleporting away, you can see Goku literally toying with Gas, forcing him to teleport into bad situations, getting all this sludge all over him, into a bathtub and all these things, and I think it's kind of hilarious. Goku can't really win with raw power and speed right now because Gas obviously made the wish to be the strongest, but it's kind of funny to see Goku toying with this guy and outplaying him, outsmarting him. Gas even has the opportunity to release some of the villains in the Galactic Patrol, Sagambo's old crew, and he's just very arrogant. He's I don't need anybody's help, and it's a pretty comical moment there where they make fun of him for peeing his pants when he was a kid and stuff like that. So we got a little bit of comic relief in this chapter, which yeah, it's appreciated. It's kind of funny, but they really dunked on Gas in this chapter. I mean, after the last couple chapters of making him so OP, he could barely hurt Goku in this chapter, although Goku did admit he couldn't hold that up for very long. They made him look like a fool in this chapter. So I think one of the biggest things, or at least the biggest ways that they're gonna beat Gas here, is his arrogance. And we also get some major foreshadowing here as Goku says, "Are you sure you can trust your older brother Elec?" And Gas goes on to explain why he's completely devoted to his older brother Elec, but Goku lets him know that hey, my older brother tried to kill me, so you should probably watch your back. And I have a feeling here that that's a huge possibility as well. I mean, we know Elec is the main villain. We don't know how strong he is yet. Assumably he's very, very strong. Maybe when he takes off his little horn things and releases his inner self like Gas did, he's maybe even stronger than Gas. But if Gas fails here, maybe Elec just stabs him in the back. I mean, I don't know. Or maybe he knows something about the wish. Maybe Gas doesn't have that much time to live and Elec's whatever, you're just a pawn, for my greater plan. So I think it's very clear foreshadowing here that Gas is gonna get betrayed by his older brother. Now, interestingly, the Heaters just let Vegeta, Minato, Granola, and Oatmeal just get away as soon as Goku showed up. I guess they figured because Goku was there, they couldn't fight him. Maki even says, like, should we just take off our things and grow into monsters and fight? Elek's like, nah, we're just, you guys aren't strong enough. But he didn't say anything about himself, so they're just gonna sit tight and wait for Gas to come back. Now, I think the whole scouter thing is interesting, how Minato had the scouter for 40 years. It was damaged. Oatmeal was able to repair it enough to play the audio. Nice to see Vegeta wearing a scouter again. That's probably my favorite shot in the whole chapter. And we can see the battle between Bardock and Gas, which is cool. I mean, this is something that we knew was coming because in the last flashback we had with Bardock, he flew away and Elec told Gas chase that guy down and kill him. Like, we can't risk him getting off the planet alive and telling Frieza about our plans. So we knew that they had to do battle and Bardock had to win or at least escape somehow. And now we're finally gonna get the rest of that fight. And you can see here that Gas is like underestimating Bardock's strength because he thought he was just a low-class warrior. And we all know that Bardock is a total beast for a low-class fighter. He is just nailing Gas over and over, gets a great uppercut on him and then kicks him away, but Gas pops out and has 0 damage on him, which is pretty interesting because Gas is like a little child here, right? Like, he's not even as old. He doesn't even look like how he was in the beginning of this arc. He's very, very tiny. And even at this point, Bardock, who is very strong, can't even scratch him. So what does that say about the strength of Elec is what I'm really wondering. If Gas in this infant form is this strong, how strong is Elec right now? What kind of power is this guy truly hiding? And that's what I'm really curious about because I think it's very obvious here that Gas is going to lose somehow to probably Granola or Goku, and then Elec's gonna reveal his true motive, his true plan, and his true power, and that's gotta be the final fight of the arc, right? No, I don't think Bardock is gonna go Super Saiyan, because if he would go Super Saiyan, then it wouldn't make sense that when Frieza destroyed Planet Vegeta, he didn't go Super Saiyan again and just overpower Frieza. So he has to, like, maybe know a weak spot on the heaters, like maybe their horns or their weak spot or something like that. I'm not really sure. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, but there's definitely some sort of weakness. Bardock figured something out to beat Gas. And I thought that Gas was supposed to transform and just lose control, but if Bardock can't even scratch him currently, how is he gonna force Gas to want to transform to gain even more power? Like, he doesn't need that. So, I mean, because that's what I was thinking, is that Bardock is gonna push Gas to remove his limiter, and after he does that, he's just gonna go crazy and probably harm himself, and that's how Bardock would escape. But I don't see how Bardock's gonna be able to push Gas to do that without going Super Saiyan. And it's not like Bardock knows Kaioken or anything like that, so I'm not really sure what else he could do, to be honest. Maybe he goes Ozaru, maybe he beats Gas with Ozaru or forces him to remove his limiter because Bardock in Ozaru form is too much for him. That's a possibility, but Goku and Vegeta don't have tails anymore. It's not like they could do that. In any case, Granola is like just barely alive. There's no Senzus left. I don't know how he's gonna be able to survive and fight Gas anymore. I mean, Goku doesn't have much stamina left. Vegeta's completely tanked. Minato can't bring them to full power like Dende or something. So I'm not really sure what's gonna happen in this fight. I mean, I think even though Goku, Vegeta, and Granola are all like kind of out of energy and on their last ropes, whatever this thing is that Bardock figured out must just be the trump card that just beats Gas. And we'll find that out in the next chapter. Overall, I thought it was pretty good. I really like the information that we're getting with Bardock and all of this backstory and like how we're really fleshing out his character more, because he is obviously a huge fan favorite character that we love. And so pulling this out in the manga is a really good way to get fans like interested in the manga again. I know a lot of fans are saying it's a dead manga and they're disappointed, but there's still a very large group of the fan base that loves this arc and loves that Bardock's in it. I like that Bardock's in it too. I mean, I think especially if they flush out his character even more, I just am like curious as to why Bardock is making all of these decisions. You know, like he's supposed to be just a typical Saiyan in terms of like merciless, you know, travels around killing people and stuff. And now just simply because he got Granola reminded him of Goku, he like turned into a good guy. He like grew a conscience. And I'm just like curious as to like why having a child would make him grow a conscience when that's not typical emotional behavior for Saiyans. Maybe they'll explain that here. But if he does have those emotions, He could go Super Saiyan, maybe a false Super Saiyan or something like that. We'll find out in the next chapter, guys. I'm Mastar. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Do you like this arc? Do you like that they're showing Bardock? Or are you sick of this arc and you want it to end? I want to hear from you guys, and I'll see you on the next video.